What's up, guys? We are finally here. We're finally going to be discussing one of the movies I have been wanting to talk about ever since it got announced. We are finally going to be talking about Tom and Jerry, the movie, the brand new movie. If you guys have not, first off, have not seen it, you first need to just go check this movie out. It is worth not just the wait, but as well as just the watch. And if you're a Tom and Jerry fan, or if you're a cartoon fan, or if you're looking for a great comedy movie, go check this out first off. But if you guys don't want to be spoiled, I do recommend you click off the video, as well as also go check it out and let me know if you guys watch it. Did you guys dislike it? Did you love it? Was it okay? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. Now, overall, uh, first impressions of this movie, if the only way I know how to describe it to you guys, if you guys like Space Jam, The Smurfs, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that is pretty much the type of area that we got from this movie. It's pretty much mixing the life of animated cartoon characters with real life characters. We have where Tom and Jerry arrive in New York. They're trying to find a place to live. Jerry's not sure what he wants other than a real nice place. Tom, he wants to do something in music, more specifically piano. They try to make some money. Things go bad, and then of course, how Jerry always does, gets in Tom's way. Tom gets mad. They start getting angry. Then, of course, they meet Chloe Grace's Mortiz character by the name of Kayla. She's trying to make it her life in New York, and basically she pretty much cons her way into becoming a event uh, employee for the biggest wedding in New York that's about ready to come between the character Ben and Pre-Love, because they're about ready to get married, and she's having to deal with the general, or one of the managers of the hotel by the name of Terrence, and he is played, of course, by Michael Pena. Now, again, I'm not a big fan of him. Again, there's a lot of people, I guess, enjoy him from Ant-Man. I never really cared for him as an actor or even for characters. He was really annoying in Ant-Man. He was really annoying in this movie. He was really the antagonist because he was always trying to be better than, of course, Kayla's character, as well as also be just put a whole bunch of different things in here. Like, he was really just a buzzkill throughout the entirety of the movie. But you really do have a lot of throwback. Now, I will say the two best actors in this, hands down, was Chloe Grace Moretz. She was very adorable in this film, very funny, you can tell, like, it was not really her element, but it was something really interesting seeing her in a comedy. And, of course, one of my favorite actors to see, of course, Jin Chong, of course, that we always know him from The Hangover. Great actor. He's hilarious in this film. He plays as a chef, and it's really crazy about what they do with his character, but also what we see from not just Tom but also Jerry. There was a lot of throwback in this film. When I say a lot of throwback, guys, if you were fans of the original animated series, or if you were a fan of Tom and Jerry Kids, or if you were a fan of the older movie, the animated movie that came out in '92, which I watched that film so much as a kid. I had it on VHS. I went through almost 3 VHS tapes as a kid. I watched it so much. I had to get a first one, then a second one, and then got a third one. Surprisingly, the third one held up because that's how much I love Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is literally one of my favorite cartoons, one of my favorite cartoon animated characters, and this brought a big smile to my face. Now, there was parts about the film I did not particularly enjoy. Like I did say, I did not like Michael Pena's character really at all. He was really annoying. He was really out for himself. He was really trying to make sure he's going to become the top of the management. But basically, what we see with Kayla's character is we do see where she befriends Tom, she does befriend Jerry, and she kind of goes back and forth to basically wanting to basically stay at the hotel, because unfortunately she is homeless. She's trying to make herself a career in New York, as well as also trying to handle Jared, trying to get him out of the hotel by using Tom, of course, and crazy things happen. And then we see Spike get involved because he is the pet of the one Ben who's getting married to the one Priya, who is also the girl cat that we always seen in Tom and Jerry, that Tom always falls for. So it was really cool seeing those characters. Also seeing Butch and the rest of his gang, the alley cats who we always saw with Tom. We also got to see Droopy, which was really funny. Again, there was a lot of throwback to the old films as well as the old animated series. So again, this movie overall, it is very funny. funny, is very comical. Now there is a few things that they did bring up out. There was one scene where I know Chloe Grace said like, "Oh well, what if it's a female mouse? I have no problem with any gender or whatever." I'm like, okay, how's that matter? I didn't see why they had to put that in the movie. Also, some of the other things about trying to make the movie not only I guess they wanted to make it every kind of way friendly for all, I guess, ages, and it was friendly, but at the same time there was parts such as that was not really needed. There was really no point to put that into the film. Again, this is a children's movie, this is a family movie. They need to leave that alone. But overall, it was a very satisfying movie. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Now overall, I give it 1 out of 10. I give it maybe a 9. Again, there was things about the film I did not particularly care for, but again, that's my own opinion. Now, would I watch this again? Yes, I would, because again, I was more interested about the story of Tom and Jerry overall. I could care less about some of the characters in here. The main characters I really cared about was the character Kayla. I wanted to see how she was going to turn out with trying to become not just an event associate, but also try to get a full-time job at this establishment, and also get Jerry out of the way as well. And also what was going to happen to Tom, what was going to happen to Jerry, what was going to happen with these characters that we've grown up to love. And they actually, there was a interesting part of the film where they're fighting, and she goes, you guys need to stop fighting. You guys literally need to stop fighting. She says, looks like you've been doing this for years. And they just kind of look at each other, and then she says, well, I'm going to give you guys a whole day together where you're going to have to deal with one another. And they're just like what? And it was funny because again, if you've watched Tom and Jerry as long as I have, or even longer than I have, obviously you're more likely gonna love this film. This film really is very, Tom and Jerry is very near and dear to my heart. I've grown up watching it ever since I was, as long as I can remember. And again, I was not very disappointed by this film. I was very happy with it. Now, is it the best film? No, it is not. It has issues. But again, there was a lot of callbacks to the original animated movies, the animated series, and I'm very happy they did that. They did not forget their roots. They stayed true to the roots of Tom and Jerry. They stayed true to the jokes. They stayed true to the comedy of what Tom and Jerry actually stood for. A cat and a mouse, always trying to outwit each other, always trying to, bust each other up, try to break their chops, try to break their spirit, and they always find a way back to, common ground, to work with one another. And then unfortunately they start, busting each other up again. And there's like another scene where Spike starts going after Tom because Tom's going after Jerry, and they got all mad, and the next thing you know, there's just this big animal tornado, and it really reminded me of how it was in the animated series. So I loved it. Not a whole lot to complain about. Guys, let me know what you thought about it. You guys saw it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? If so, why? Either way, let me know in your comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. Links down below as normal. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. Greatly appreciate it. It will also help me out, helps the channel out, as well as click the notification bell so you guys are notified every time I upload a video. So once again, Tom and Jerry is out. Go check it out, guys. It's on HBO Max. It is online. It is out in select theaters. But if you are going to go see it in select theaters, be careful, be safe, wear a mask, keep social distancing, and also just be safe at the same time. If you want to watch it from your home, do that with your loved ones, do that with your friends, your significant other, whoever you want to try to watch this movie with, and just enjoy it. And let me know what you guys think about it down once again in the comments, and I'll see you later.